Hello and welcome to game 4 of the Dominate Keep cage match against amoffett. So the score is 2-1 in my favor. I just need 1 to win. My opponent needs 2 to win. And we have a black market board here. So looks like a very easy opening black market moneylender. Yes, it's double terminal, but we have a couple villages on board and inn and festival. Should be fine. Should be fine. So here I have collision. You could make an argument for playing moneylender here. You could also make an argument for playing black market, and I do play the black market. Come up with a ironmonger, which is very nice, so I take it. Very nice. Hopefully it could be a village for me because I really need to sort that out as soon as possible, given that I started with the 2 terminals. And yeah, it looks like you want to build something maybe with like dens of sin and inn and smithy golem, maybe. I don't know. Tragic hero might be nice to for key points, mine too, but a lot of this just depends on what is in the black market, especially in the early stages of the game. So here I go for a Den of Sin. My opponent goes for an inn, and I thought that was a little bit too early, and it might be a little bit too early, but I really should have considered an inn. I was okay with my Den of Sin, but later I should have definitely used the opportunity there to, like here for instance. Um, he picks up a soothsayer off his black market, which terrified me because I had no way to trash curses, and then I turn up Jack, Butcher, and Chapel, all of which can trash curses. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll take the Chapel, please and thank you, because here that should have been an in. 100% should have been an in, um, because the Chapel could trash more quickly, and maybe I can even overtake my opponent's lead in development here if I am able to get some nice trashes off with the Chapel. But what is gonna bite me, and I know better than this, but I still did this, is I don't put a village into my deck until very, very late, and here I'm not even trashing with Moneylender. I go for a Wharf here, yet another terminal, but I tell myself, come on man, Wharf is just too good, you can't not play Wharf, what is wrong with you? So really, I should be putting an inn into my deck, don't find enough money for it. Here I would have though, had I seen $5. I drew all 3 estates, which is a little bit unfortunate. But whatever. Let's see how well we can progress here. The soothsayer is bad for a couple of reasons. Not just because of the cursing, but also because it gives my opponent gold. And the gold is good for keep points, yes. The gold is also good for... Here's an opportunity to play Chapel. I don't go for it. I could buy Junk Dealer here. Maybe I should not buy the Junk Dealer and just buy an Inn instead. I could do something like Oracle and then Inn to shuffle those 2 back. But it seems like I'm going to buy the Junk Dealer. I really need a village. So as I was mentioning, the Soothsayer is particularly bad. Curses me, which slows me down 1. 2, it gives him the keep points for gold. I don't think I can ever contest that. And 3, gives him money. Gives him money to buy things, which is terrible. I don't want him to have money to buy things. He's buying lots of these dens of sin. Finally, here comes the inn. Thank the Lord. 2 and 10 in. And this isn't going to work out quite as well as the 2 and 14 familiar from last game. So here, he pulls Grand Market out, which is excellent for him. I was thrilled for him to have that. That's such a good card. Such a good card. Such a good card. Here, again, should be another inn or at least a festival. Come on, man. Come on. Don't buy the Den of Sin. Anyways, I can't hear myself in the past, so it doesn't make any sense to reprimand myself. So very quickly, the game is starting to run away from me here. And because I was too greedy with things from the black market and didn't prioritize my actions well enough, my opponent pulls a market square out. It doesn't really matter, and another Den of Sin buying another Den of Sin. He's going to be very, very well set up. I think he ends up with 6 of the Dens of Sin, and he manages to organize them so that there's 3 in play every time. large search space, the ins could come out, filter a little bit more. Here, I'm going to buy that village for sure. Artisan is definitely a consideration there, but I don't have the terminal space to support an artisan. So this is also something true of black market games. You should kind of stock up on your actions because all the nice cards out of the black market, all the cards that you probably will want, will be terminals. So you need actions to play your terminals. And here is where I start to see, oh, things are not so nice and dandy for me. 15 and 3 buys for my opponent. Well, that is why he bought the market square. Buys is kind of limited. I guess he didn't want the festivals that much. And he's just going to build up here. I like this play from him a lot. He could have gone for dominate there, but he said, look, I don't have to. Why would I dominate when I could just build and squeeze my opponent out of the game? So I very much like that play from him. Just building up with ins and smithies. They draw like net gain 1 card, but whatever, who cares? Point is, he's building up stability. He could do more things with his deck now. You can even consider, getting a Skulk. There's an extra gold in there. Here, I thought this would be City, because it's draw and it's actions, but he goes for the Catacombs instead. Even Tactician there, Tactician Black Market. I thought that was better than the Catacombs, but whatever. It doesn't really matter at this point in the game here. He even goes for a second Black Market at some point. Yeah, there goes the second Black Market and another in. So in and Catacombs will definitely go back into the deck, and Dens of Sin will make sure that he sees everything that he put back with his in there. So very one-sided at this point in the match, not too exciting. Here I was thrilled. Crown, yes. Key points plus a village. We'll have those. We will have those. But it's all like futile in the end. Like how many key points can there be in the black market? Okay, a lot, but on average, there's not that many key points in there. I was lucky to get the crown. What other treasures could there be? Not that many. And even if I do get like 3 or 4 unique treasures from the black market to boost my key points, I can't dominate yet as often as my opponent. If I could probably have a few turns, 2 or 3 turns where I was able to dominate, then maybe I would be in contention. Hey, I thought he would take the fool's gold. It was like a free 5 points for $2, and he might be able to convert it, but he didn't. He ended up gaining the plaza. Hamlet Fall, all fine, all fine cards really. Just gonna pile on the smithies and the inns, just have absolute control, and just going to hold that until the end of the game here. Eventually I do decide to resign. He stopped playing his soothsayer, by the way. He realizes that he has enough money and draw is kind of tight, so no need to play that soothsayer if he doesn't have to. Here, Herald is probably better because it acts as a village, and I need those a bit more than I need the 5 points from Masterpiece, but whatever, I was grasping at straws at this point in the game. Chapel is going to come out here finally, but too late, and that's my own fault. There's not much I could do in this position, honestly. Just try. The Skulk is there to try to hex him, not for the gold. I don't expect the gold to win the gold count for the keep there. And the potion just scrambling for points really, but it doesn't matter. My opponent can dominate at will, maybe at some point even double dominate. That's not crazy. That is not crazy at all to expect him to double dominate. So I only have myself to blame for this game. Sometimes with black market games, this is an excellent pull for him. Look at this, this is brilliant. Governor, Royal Carriage, even Mountebank. Yeah, sometimes with black market games, it is sometimes decided by luck. Somebody gets a very strong card from the black market at some point in the game, and that dominates, that causes the dominate in the English sense, not in the Dominion sense. It is commanding. It gives that person a significant advantage. But I didn't feel like that was the case here. I felt like, okay, he got the soothsayer, but the black market came back for me with Chapel, Butcher, and Jack of all trades. Choices, even. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. We are tied at 2-2 right now.